In the federal budget announced last week, the government announced it will ban foreign investors from buying homes in Canada for 2 years. This in the midst of record home prices and dwindling supply. What could this mean for Greater Montreal's real estate market? Joining me is real estate expert Nick Markou. Good morning, Nick. It's good to see you.
Good morning. Good to see you too.
So what is this all about? Why is the Canadian government doing this?
So as we know, in the last 2 years, home prices in Canada in general and in the Greater Montreal area have increased about 50% in the last 2 years. So that's very big. There's an effort really and an incentive to cool down the market in order to make homes more affordable for the average Canadian and as well for the first-time home buyer.
Okay, so the goal, of course, then is to cool off a very hot housing market. Besides the ban, what other measures are being put in place to make this happen?
So what the federal government is talking about basically, first of all, as we said, is a 2-year ban on foreign investment. There are exemptions, however, like foreign students, foreign workers, and foreign citizens who are permanent residents of Canada. Aside from that, there's also a large investment going into building new affordable housing. That's actually a really important one because supply is the real issue here. Aside from that, they're also introducing a nice savings vehicle that will allow Canadians under 40 to save up to $40,000 tax-free in order to put down for a home down payment. They're also talking about pilot projects in order to make offers on homes basically public and shown in real time to give people more of a chance to know how much they should offer on homes. So that's something we're going to see escalate over the next year or so. So that's about it.
Okay, that's interesting because that's the thing you hear the most from buyers, especially now, is I don't know how much the other person bid. Everyone is so confused about that. So it's actually going to be made public. You'll be able to see what other people are bidding.
Yeah, it's pretty cool, actually. There's a pilot project starting this summer. We're not sure exactly how it's going to work, but there will be some kind of real-time offer system where, people don't go in blindly and end up offering a lot more than the asking price. So it's, if it's done correctly, I'm sure it'll be pretty nice.
Okay, so the question, Nick, is, and you have your pulse on the market in Greater Montreal. Is this going to cool things off?
That's the big question. I think when they introduced the foreign investor tax in Ontario and in BC, it did have an effect. There was kind of an immediate effect on what they did. I think it will have an effect. The question is, will it have enough of an effect to really slow down the market enough, which I don't think so. I think the real issue is lack of supply. There just aren't enough homes. We keep hearing Canada plans to bring in more and more immigrants. So, the supply will just become less, and most likely prices of rents and prices of homes will increase. The other thing is they're announcing a major interest rate hike in the next day or so. So, all this pulled together most likely will have some kind of effect. The question is, will it be enough to really slow it down? Not convinced.
Yeah. So if I'm a would-be buyer, essentially you're saying don't get your hopes up too much.
Well, the good thing is you'll have some less competition because there is a percentage of foreign investor that is there in the market competing against you to buy a home. So they'll be at least gone for the next 2 years. So, there'll be at least that.